Hello everybody, Collier Swecker in Birmingham, Alabama. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. Wanted to just touch base with you about where we see home prices going from here. You know, it's June, it's actually the first day of summer 2011, and wanted to see, wanted to let you know that we don't see prices recovering any time this year. And the reason being is that there's a couple things at play. One, you have what's called the shadow inventory that of distressed properties, whether it be foreclosure short sales, but specifically the shadow inventory represents the foreclosed housing that has not yet been put on the market. In other words, the banks own it, they've taken it back in foreclosure, and they have yet to put them on the market because in a lot of cases, if you remember the robo-signing controversy at the end of 2010, a lot of those, they have to prove that they had the right to foreclose on them, and they're waiting until they get that verification, then they're putting them on the market, or they're holding them back strategically for whatever reason that bank may have. So they exist out there, so inventory will stay at least steady or increase as we go along in 2011, 2012. The other thing is to keep in mind is that existing inventory. National Association of Realtors last month said that existing inventory was about 9.6 months nationwide. Well, locally, it's about 13.9 months. So we have 13.9 months of inventory to go through with how long it would take for existing buyers to absorb the listings that are out there on the market right now. To put that in perspective, about 5 months is a stable market. You enter into what we would call a seller's market at about 5 or 6 months. So, or less than 5 months, that is. So, put in perspective, we're double what would be a stable market here in Birmingham. We're actually, in my mind, far worse than what we're finding nationally at a little over 9 months. So, the other thing to keep in mind is that, a lot of folks out there are going to ask, well, why should I, if I'm a buyer, buy if the prices are going to continue to decline? Well, the million-dollar question, and I think one of the large new home economists this week, an economist who works for one of the largest new home builders, came out, and his prediction is that interest rates will have to go up by at least 1% by the end of the year. And if 1%, to put that in perspective, 1% takes away about 10% of your buying power. So for every 1% it goes up, you take away about 10% of what you could potentially buy. So in other words, if you had a $200,000 house, interest rates go up by 1%. What you could buy today at $200,000, you can only buy then at about $180,000. So big difference in house too. So buyers aren't going to get any benefit from waiting for these prices to decline if interest rates go up. So just keep that in perspective. So anyway, if you have questions, comments, you disagree with anything I had to say, email me, Collier@megaagentrealestate.com. Have an awesome day.